teenager is facing a lengthy jail term after he brutally attacked, robbed and raped two strangers in broad daylight. Dylan McDonald, 19, of St Anne's Road, Tottenham, was found guilty of 4 counts of rape, 2 counts of robbery, 1 count of causing grievously bodily harm, and 1 count of actually bodily harm at Wood Green Crown Court. The court heard how McDonald, who was just 18 years old at the time of the horrific attacks, targeted his first victim, a woman in her 50s, in Tottenham in the afternoon of Friday, March 11th. He held a knife against her, using it to force her into a nearby stairwell where he stole her 2 mobile phones, camera and watch, before demanding sex and raping her twice at knife point. After the sexual attacks, McDonald repeatedly punched the terrified woman in the face before fleeing the scene. His victim then managed to raise the alarm and was rushed to hospital where she was treated for her injuries. 3 days later, McDonald attacked his second victim, a woman in her 30s, in the park grounds of Alexandra Palace. In the afternoon of Monday, March 14th, McDonald cycled towards the woman before producing a 30-centimeter knife. He then grabbed her and demanded her rucksack, but when the terrified victim struggled to remove her bag, McDonald became impatient and stabbed her in the leg. As she fell to the ground in pain, McDonald stole her watch and took her mobile phone, money and house keys. As his victim lay injured, he then proceeded to drag the woman into the undergrowth, where he raped her twice at knife point. After contacting police, the woman was taken to hospital, where she was treated for her injuries. McDonald was arrested just after 10:30 p.m. on the day of the second attack at his home address in Tottenham. A search of his bedroom uncovered substantial amounts of evidence, including blood-stained clothing, a pair of blood-stained jeans, which had a tear to the left leg as described by the second victim. The first victim's stolen property was also found at his house, along with 2 silver kitchen knives. Forensic tests that were carried out later matched the blood on one of the knives to the second victim. McDonald, who had no previous convictions and just 1 caution, refused to cooperate with investigators and remained silent throughout the interview, but was charged in the early hours of March 16th. Despite the overwhelming evidence against him, McDonald pleaded not guilty and subjected both traumatized victims to a week-long trial before he was found guilty. It must be noted that stranger rapes are extremely rare, and with the strength and determination of the 2 women, this dangerous individual has been brought to justice. He is likely to receive a substantial custodial sentence.